Hi everybody, happy Christmas in July. It's Linda and I am back to show you a full-size Christmas journal that I made. It'll be one of the final offerings in my shop for my Christmas in July sale. So if you're seeing this, it means it's currently listed in my Etsy shop, Joyful Makes and Finds. And this one was lots of fun to work on. I really enjoyed it and I think it turned out just really lovely, very traditional and pretty. So on the cover, I used this beautiful vintage small cocktail napkin. It's fabric napkin that I had gotten at an estate sale, and it's embroidered with this Christmas tree. And I used a hard box, and it was, I don't know if you've been following me for a while. Last Christmas in July, I made journals also made out of the same box. It was a Advent calendar. It had chocolates in it, and it was a box, and the box made just the perfect journal size and just perfect cover. So I decided to use it again this summer and make another one. And so it's covered with this beautiful muslin, and it's vintage. I put some pretty corners, and I made a dangle here. And one of my favorite features of this journal is this, here, let me set this down, is this vintage button closure. So this just wraps around. This is some sari silk. And then I used this really pretty vintage button out of my collection. It's one I'd been kind of saving for a long time because I just thought it was the prettiest. So I decided to use it as a closure for this. And then inside the pocket is a holiday trim that is, I'm sorry, let's get in the center here. That is velvety and wire edged, and I made a pocket. And then inside are a few little things for me. This beautiful little angel tag with a handwritten note from me, and a library card that I did a little stenciling on, and some gingerbread joy tea. So just a few little things there. And then most of the digitals that I used in this kit are from Little Lady Papery on Etsy, and then some of these tags are from Joeycardmaker from his, oh dear, Let's Be Jolly maybe is the name of that kit, but I will credit the digitals in the description box. But they're just vibrant and so traditional and pretty. This is also Little Lady Papery, these vintage photo pockets. So this is a two-way pocket. And in this top pocket, there's this pretty tag and this Tim Holtz Holiday Ephemera piece that I just topped with a tab and put in this pocket here on top. And then the smaller pocket here has a little handmade tag and a couple of little pieces, a sweet little ephemera tag and label. And then this is some of my own coffee dyed paper that I use my pizza pan with the holes in it. Some mulberry paper, another beautiful digital there. And this is a Christmas card that I created a tuck on this paper bag. So there's a top pocket in the paper bag, the whole length of the paper bag. There's nothing in it right now. And then tucked into this tuck is some pretty holiday stationery for lots of journaling. And then this little tuck here wraps around the page, and I decorated it with some Tim Holtz elements, and these girls, we'll call them the Jingle Bells. Aren't they adorable? Okay, let's get back here. And then on the back side, you can see this is the the front actually of the Christmas card that I used as a wraparound. And then it just folds out for journaling space or whatever you want to do there, decorating. And then this is some coffee dyed paper that's also been stenciled. This is a doily that was sewn into the signature to create a pocket, and this beautiful tag that I made from the digital Little Lady papery digital. Lots of writing room, and there's enough pages in this. There's to use as a December daily. So there's, let's see, 120 sides, about 60 pages. So there's 2 signatures with 30 pages each. Some vellum, another vintage Christmas card, some music paper, Joy to the World. And then there's this pretty pocket here. I believe my sister made this pocket for me. And tucked in is this Rolodex card that I embossed and distressed a little bit. Just love that. And this is actually a 2-way pocket, so I'll just pull everything out. And so you can put, sorry, I bumble. There we go. And then I have this Tim Holtz ephemera piece, which just matches the digital beautifully. So I used a few of these Tim Holtz pieces in this journal. And then just a little quirky little handmade tag. Okay. This is the center of the first signature, and I used some very festive crystals and charms to kind of match. And this is a pocket made out of newspaper. It's also a tuck, so you could tuck a larger sheet of paper behind it for journaling. Little eggnog bottle milk cap copy, some tickets, a vintage Santa, Coca-Cola playing card, and I do have these in my Etsy shop if you are looking for some Christmas greeting or playing cards. This is a very vintage to and from tag that I just love. I think this one opens up. I love that retro image in there. And then just this little tag in the back. I added a vintage, couple of little vintage elements to it. And then, as I said, you can tuck something in behind it. Here is some graph paper. And this is the back side of the Christmas card. And I just clipped a little vintage to and from tag there. Here is a vellum pocket, and there is a Christmas card journal, or I'm sorry, a postcard journal card in there. And this is the other side of the doily. They've created another pocket and a large tag, another large tag. And here is a paper, the back side of the paper bag. And I put this cute little Santa image there. And inside of this is a piece that I embossed. I think it's the cover of an old Christmas card. I partially embossed. I used some glossy accents and just made it into just an interesting journal card. Tucked in this pocket. And then this fun piece. It's an old stamp that I have. Could be from Red Lead Paperworks, this stamp. I'm not sure. And then this is a an envelope that I folded from some digitals and some scrapbook paper, and this beautiful tag using this Tim Holtz little girl. She's one of my favorites. some sari topper there. So I am just loving, this is a journal that I just really, really enjoyed making and thought, boy, I could keep this one. It was just really making me happy to work on. This is one of those gorgeous Joeycardmaker tags and one of the tags from the Little Lady Papery kit. Can't remember the name of that kit, but it will definitely be in the description box. Between the two signatures. Now we are into the second signature here, and I used this adorable vintage Christmas card image for that pocket. And this is such a neat original piece. It is a postcard from 1948, dated December 22nd. And it's a letter to Grandma, hoping you'll come to our house for Christmas. We want to see if you can come on Friday morning on the bus and spend Christmas Eve with us, and we'll take you to the St. Louis Christmas Bay. Love, Margaret Ann, typed on an old typewriter. I mean, just so precious. So just a little treasure for you tucked in there. And this is a piece from an estate sale. It's an original a vintage doily that's gold. This side has a few little holes in it from just wear and tear or pins or something like that. This is my sister's digital. Her Etsy shop is SouthCityHues on Etsy. And this adorable, another one of my favorite Christmas images that just makes me happy. And I just decorated this little index card here to tuck in there for some journaling. Here's a little pocket, and I put this vintage image of the original Miracle on 34th Street movie frame there of Santa talking to the little girl. Just love that. It has lines on the back, so you can use it for a little journal card. And then this is a Joeycardmaker page that has some journaling space. This is a page from a Christmas cookie cookbook. So here it's oatmeal crinkles and chunks of chocolate cookies and devil's food cookies. This is a belly band made out of crepe paper and sewn, and I have this little hand collaged journaling card in there. Some Tim Holtz elements and something I just found in my Christmas stash. And I love the way he kind of stands there looking out the side of that belly band. This is another vintage Christmas card, and it's embossed. Just beautiful. This is quite old. I left lots of undecorated pages so that you can add photos and December daily things and do lots of your own decorating also. This is the center of the second signature, and I have just beautiful charms and beads on there as well, on those ties. Love this, these vintage images. I love this font. Best wishes for Christmas and the year ahead. It's the other side of that Christmas card. And is that not just the best vintage font you've ever seen? I would love to have that on my computer to be able to use that. Okay, and then this is another one of my favorite little Joeycardmaker tags, images. And I put it on this envelope that I embossed and distressed. And I added this little pocket here, and then it folds out, and I just lined this with washi tape, and I've got a Christmas card journaling card, or I'm sorry, a postcard journal card in the pocket here. But there's also lots of room for journaling here as well. And then the back side here is the flap of that embossed envelope, and I made this little collaged index card with some Tim Holtz elements and a vintage Christmas card image and such. And this is an up tuck here. And I put this little journaling card. It coordinates right up in there. This is a little technique I learned from Kathleen Maurer, who is one of really such an inspiration to me in her journals and the pieces. And actually, this is another, this fold out envelope is one of her ephemera pieces that I learned from her as well. But this is the first time I've ever tried this, and it was just really fun. Butterscotch cookies and oatmeal date cookies. This is an image from a digital kit from Dear Julie Julie, and it really is one of my all-time favorite vintage Christmas postcard images. I just love it. I've used it on the covers of journals in the past. It's just a favorite of mine, and I thought it just went perfectly in this pocket. And then here is my favorite cookie recipe card. Lots of journaling room there. Whoops, I scooted myself right out of frame. I apologize. This is a piece of stationery from the desk of Santa Claus. And I tucked it in this really happy Santa image tuck there. This is my sister's digital and the other side of that beautiful vintage fabric doily that I sewed into the signature. And then this is the last page, and this is another one of those fun pockets. I'll take the little ephemera pieces out so you can see how cute the pockets are. This is 2 pockets, and I just have these tags were part of this kit from Little Lady Papery that I just tucked into these pockets. And there's room to tuck much more in there as well. And then in the very last back pocket, I made a set of 1 through 24 December daily numbers tags for you to use. If you choose to use this as a December daily, you could use these as a little advent, for any other project, some little advent project that you're doing. But I thought it would be a fun thing to just tuck in this back pocket so that you could use with this journal or some other way. So this is the last page there. And then this sari is attached here with an eyelet. And then it just pulls around to the front, wraps around this vintage button either once. What I did was I wrapped one of them around twice and then just arranged this bulb pin with these dangles, how I liked it. So this is my Christmas in July journal. It is currently listed in my Etsy shop, Joyful Makes and Finds. I am adding just a few last minute Christmas things to my Christmas in July sale along with this journal. So, and all of the Christmas items, with the exception of journals, are 10% off in my shop this month. And if you if you've purchased from me before, you may have a 10% off coupon that I always send as a thank you. And those are good for purchasing journals as well, if you have one of those. Okay, so that's it for now. I look forward to seeing you again. It'll be August, and I'm going to be starting on some new fun projects. Okay, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to watch this video. I appreciate it always. If you enjoyed seeing the flip through, please leave a like. Please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. It's going to be 100 degrees here in St. Louis today, so I hope you're staying cool wherever you are, and enjoyed taking a minute to think about Christmas. All right, see you later now. Bye-bye.